There would always be drama.
I'm not interested. Swanky, where you said pull up skirt.
I'm very selfish, very self-centered.
Me and Bonang aren't friends. It's literally industry.
All of a sudden, he's deaf. He has no ears.
Jokes.
Woo! Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, see, this new season of Young, Famous and African is explosive. Oh my God. Guys, the drama, the shades, the pettiness. Hey, it's a lot. It is a lot. I mean, never ever would I have thought, not even in my wildest imaginations, would I have thought or even imagined that Swanky Jerry and Annie will have a fallout. Hey! Hell no. Absolutely not. Not with the way these two people were so bonded in season 1. No way. To the point that I was even upset when I was reviewing season 1. I was even upset that, Swanky Jerry is just a kiss-ass type of friend. Guys, I was just really pissed. But then, beginning with season 2, the drama between those two people. It's insane. It's insane.
I'm still dealing with the shock of the level of betrayal from Annie.
Besides that, before I started watching the show, that's the season 2 of the show, I had been seeing people's reactions on social media. A lot of people were complaining that, oh my God, the show is so dramatic. There's just too much unnecessary drama. People were just complaining. But then I watched it, and contrary to what people had been saying, guys, I just thought that no, this is actually good. As a matter of fact, way better than the season 1. Yes, I know that a lot of people have expectations with regards to locations, the fashion, which of course we're going to talk about. Yes, however, come on people, what do you expect? This is a reality TV show. What do you expect? I mean, the show would not be given without the drama. Yes, I mean, just look at the drama as just part of the ingredients to spice up the show. Yeah, so for me, I just felt like, nah, the drama was just in proper quantity. As a matter of fact, if there's going to be another season, they should add more. They should add more. So anyways, on this video, we're going to start reviewing, analyzing the show from episode 1. All right, so this video is all about the episode 1 of Young, Famous and African season 2. All right, I know that a lot of you must have seen it already. I know that I am kind of late to the party. All right, but it's fine. We're going to get into it regardless. And of course, more importantly, I would love to hear your thoughts about the show itself. In fact, in its entirety, about all the cast members, about the new dramatic cast members. Yes, so please make sure you watch to the end of this video. Do not skip out on any part, guys. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on any part of this review. All right, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. I really want to hear your thoughts about everything and everything in between. All right, and officially, you are all specially welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the T. If you are yet to become a part of this community by subscription, guys, it's absolutely free and it's quite easy. Just go ahead, do exactly what you see on your screen. All right, now quickly let's proceed into the conversation. Now, worthy of mentioning about this new season is the way the dramas, the beefs, the conflicts were sort of reintroduced in episode 1. Guys, I felt like that was really epic. That was well thought out. That was just properly executed. And also the way the most unexpected conflict, right, emanated from a very, very completely unexpected angle. I'm talking about the conflict between Swanky Jerry and Annie, guys. The way that was introduced, guys, I totally loved it. It just spiked up my curiosity as a viewer. It made me glued to my TV screen. I just wanted to continue watching, yes, till I exhausted all the episodes, guys. That is what we refer to when we talk about the beauty of storytelling in reality TV shows. I just totally loved the way they they unfolded, the plot in bits and pieces. And yes, I mean, obviously, most of the conflicts in this new season kind of stemmed from the conflicts of season 1, which is quite natural. But then I'm talking about the way they were introduced, guys. It was spot on. I totally loved it. Now, let's take it from the top of episode 1. So we're made to know that Kanye and her man have sort of relocated to Dubai. They are now resident in Dubai, yes. But then, for the sake of the gathering that Naked DJ was kind of putting together for Diamond, she flew all the way to South Africa to be a part of the reunion, right? And I kind of liked the concept. It kind of made a lot of sense, yes. And then there was also Zari and Andele. Now, according to Zari, ever since where season 1 ended, where Andele bumped into Diamond in Zari's house, they have not seen each other again ever since then. And guys, frankly speaking, it kind of did not really make sense to me, because I'm thinking, how is that possible? I mean, these people were literally mentioning, oh, it's been a year, we've not seen each other. And I'm wondering, like, how is it possible that over a year, these people have not seen each other? These people have not had conversations via social media or even on phone. It just did not make sense to me at all. But then, as we said before, it's all part of the drama. So narratives like that are quite necessary to keep the conversation going, right? And to spike up the curiosity of people like us, the viewers, right? And even talking about the Zari in question, I hope we're all aware that she recently got married to a younger guy. So it kind of made me think that there's a possibility that this whole season was filmed before she got married. Yes. So I kind of was not really taking what she was saying about falling for Andele, having feelings for Andele serious like that. No, guys, I wasn't really taking it serious, because initially when I watched season 1, I was really hoping that those two people were going to be like an item officially, because guys, Andele is one of my favorite male characters on the show. I just love the guy's sense of maturity. I just love his emotional intelligence. Yes, he's a player with baby mamas, guys. For a second there, I was kind of wishing that I could be like a third baby mama. Oops. But I really just love the guy. I just love the way he does things on the show. But anyways, he got to meet Swanky Jerry again during his confessionals, and this young man was talking about how Annie had betrayed him, so they had a fallout. Their relationship has gone south. They are no longer friends. Annie betrayed him, and he kept on emphasizing on that betrayal. And guys, it made me wonder that, okay, what exactly did Annie do to you? Maybe I have forgotten what happened towards the end of season 1, but then if my memory serves me clearly, I can't remember both of them having a fallout in season 1. Guys, if you remember, please go ahead and remind me in the comment section below. I'll probably have to go back and rewatch season 1. But Swanky Jerry talking about how blah blah blah, he was ready for drama and spice and all. I'm like, okay, Annie must have really pissed off this young man, but we'll get to find out. Now, speaking of Annie, the Annie Idibia. So Annie met up with Kanye. Apparently, they had not seen each other as well for the longest time. Now, it was so exasperating when the first thing they started talking about was Annie's marital issues. Guys, I'm going to be frank with you, yeah? It was just so annoying, yes, because I know for sure that Annie's storyline in the series is her marriage to Two-Face Idibia. Yes, the struggles she's going through as a woman that is constantly in the media eye, constantly getting dragged, constantly having scandals around and about her simply because she's married to a man that, decided to become Father Abraham in Nigeria. So I get it, but guys, I feel like it becomes boring, when all the time it's all about Annie's marital issues. I'm thinking, girl, you are a business mogul in your own right. You have businesses, you are talented, you are an actor, you have a lot of things going on for you. Why can't we just experience those other things that you are known for? Why does it always have to be about Tuesdays and your marital issues? Guys, I mean, just by that scene alone, I was exhausted just watching Annie on the show. And I'm like, nah, I'm over and done with this. Next, please. Anyways, still on Annie, from her confessionals, it did not seem as though she felt like she betrayed Swanky Jerry. No. She was talking about how she did not know what she did to this young man, that the guy was just literally avoiding her. And from what Kanye said on the show, apparently these two people live in the same estate or even the same street. And I was wondering, like, okay, this must be really, really deep. Yes, this must be some really, really deep offense. And I cannot wait for Swanky to have his conversation with Annie so that we will actually get to the root of the matter, because at some point it wasn't really making sense to me anymore when Swanky started acting very, very childish and petty when they finally met. But we're not gonna jump the gun onto that scene. Let's take it one step at a time. There was Nadia and Andele's meetup, right? So these people met up, and Andele was kind of worried about the invitation he got from Naked DJ to Diamond's party, as they called it. Now remember the awkward situation in season 1, how they both bumped into each other at Zari's house. Remember, Zari is Diamond's baby mama. Yes, she has 2 kids for him, and that guy is literally clinging onto Zari for dear life, like his life depends on her to survive, while still chasing everything on the skirt. So Andele is still worried. He's still worried about the invitation. For him, he's wondering why he was even invited and why Diamond did not invite him himself, right? So he was kind of already anticipating drama. But then conversation shifted onto Nadia. Nadia in season 1 was dating a popular American rapper, I think, yes. And then she and Diamond were kind of having a fling. Hence the reason Zari decided to shift onto Andele, and they were having a very, very good relationship. Like they were still in the, you know, talking stage of whatever they had or was about to have going on between both of them. But then in this new season, Nadia was telling us that she now has a new relationship and she's totally in love. This was the same thing she actually said in season 1, that she was totally in love with that person that she was with. Yes. And then when she met Diamond, she really liked him. And she did not even care, you know, if she was kind of hurting Zari with whatever fling she was having with Diamond at the time. She was talking about being in a new relationship with AKA. Guys, God rest his soul. I think it was some months back, I think about 2 months ago, that AKA, you know, passed on. So it made me think again that this entire season was actually shot way before, you know, all these things happened, right? So yeah, she was, you know, spilling to Andele that she had a new relationship going on and she was quite excited. However, Andele was very, very worried for her. Why? Because there was Bonang. Bonang is a very, very popular, famous, successful businesswoman and on-air personality, quite a big name in the African broadcasting, you know, industry. An industry name like that, even in South Africa, very, very big name like that. Now, it happens that Bonang had actually dated AKA. And once upon a time, Nadia and Bonang were actually very, very good friends. So Andele was kind of worried and confused, like, okay, what's going on? Now, Nadia was kind of defensive during her confessionals that, she was friends with Bonang before, but then they had a fallout, blah, blah, blah. Guys, while she was just blabbing all those things she was saying, the only thing that was ringing in my brain was, why in God's name would you want to go and date your ex-friend's ex? Like, guys, it did not really make sense to me at all. Yeah, it did not make sense. Yes. And you see, just to deviate for a second, this is one thing that is very, very rampant in the entertainment industry, even here in Nigeria. You see, it's like everybody is sharing the same private part. Yeah, females dating one, guys dating one, like everybody is knocking everybody. I mean, it's like there's a widespread of soul exchange. Yes, because this one is sleeping with this one is sleeping with this one is knocking this one is shagging this one, guys. It is just chaotic. But anyways, moving on. There was the Diamond and Naked DJ's conversation, guys. It was from that conversation that I knew that Diamond definitely has a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, there might be a medical name for this problem. I don't know. But if you know, please let me know in the comment section below. Because this is what I don't get. I don't understand how a man who has fathered 2 kids with a woman and has moved on to father more kids with other women, and is still in the market prostituting his mandigo up and down, looking for the next woman to smash and pass and move on, simply because he feels like he has the means, you know, to go about such a lifestyle, and also because he believes that there are lots of beautiful women all around Africa that he is yet to explore. What I don't get is how such a man still feels entitled to the status of being the man in Zari's life. Guys, I will never, ever understand it, because that was just the attitude, the audacity, the arrogance that Diamond was just displaying in this entire episode 1. I'm yet to see the other episode, yes, but in this entire episode 1, guys, I was so disgusted. I was disgusted. I mean, guys, lo and behold, this guy coming to SA had already called Naked DJ right from the get-go. Oh, to prepare a table before him, in quotes, right? Get him a mansion to stay in, you know, put together a party, invite the crew around, and also get him a honey, right? A girl. And Naked DJ was already arranging Fantana, a Ghanaian, is it Ghanaian British or Ghanaian American hot babe? Like, this girl is hot, banging body and all, superstar dance hall musician, right? So they already had that plan going on. The plan was already in motion. Fantana was going to join them at the party, but then this guy was being all possessive and cray-cray over the fact that, oh, the last time he saw Andile was too close to comfort to the mother of his kids. And I'm wondering, like, oh, so because Zari has 2 kids for you, she's not entitled as well to having a life of her own? Also, because she has 2 kids for you, she cannot literally be with any other man. She just has to just bear the title of Diamond's baby mama for life. Dude is mad. We got to the day of the party, and Lord have mercy, the tension in that party room, guys. See, you can literally use a knife and slice through it. It was so thick. The air was thick with beef, drama, conflict. Guys, I could literally feel it from over here. Oh my God. These cast members, in fact, everybody had one issue or the other. Now let's begin with Zari and Annie. Remember, in season 1, Zari and Annie, they were not seeing eyeball to eyeball, because Annie was thinking that maybe Zari had something to do with her husband, Two-Face, or maybe she felt like Zari was kind of flirting with Two-Face, because Two-Face was being very, very courteous and gentlemanly to Zari. And Zari did not actually give an actual fuck. Yes, so both of them still have that beef with each other. Zari still feels like Annie is just very, very insecure, you know, kind of projecting her insecurities and a vulnerability on her, because both of them, in a way, both of them kind of have similar issues. The only difference is Annie kind of ended up marrying the man that's been messing up and about, right? Whilst Zari is no longer with the man that kind of was doing the same thing, or is doing the same thing that Two-Face, Annie's husband, had been doing to her whilst they were together, you get? So both of them, they have like kind of like similar stories, right? And if you think about it, guys, both of them should actually have a bond. You would think that they would share a bond on the show, but then that was not really happening at all. So when they met at the party, guys, Zari did not even say hi to Hani. She just walked away and moved on. Now, already there was tension in the air. Yes. What's her name? K-Leg, yes, Naked DJ's girlfriend. That one, she was kind of stirring the pot. She was kind of brewing drama by some of her annoyingly naive questions, guys. In a way, I kind of felt like, nah, her question to Diamond about inviting Andile, I felt like it was not totally or completely innocent. No, I just felt like that one. She'll be acting as if she does not talk cool, but in a way, she wants to stir up drama. Yes. And so she was already riling up Diamond, because the guy was obviously triggered by the question. So he was like, why are you asking me? Ask Zari. Why are you asking me? Guys, that scene was so hilarious. Zari was finding everything amusing, because for her, this guy, there's a possibility that this guy is still madly in love with me. But I love the fact that she's in no way going back to that corner, because that guy is for the world. Yes, he is for everybody in the world. Anyways, Swanky Jerry decided to be fashionably late.
Even if Annie makes it to the event today, I'm not excited to see her at the party.
I'm not gonna lie. In as much as Swanky Jerry was kind of overly childish and petty in this particular episode, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I love his dramatic entrance. And the fashion he was giving, I love it. Absolutely love it. Yes. So this guy walked in, goes around the table, greeting and hugging and pecking people. But then when he got to Annie, guys, he just stopped at Kanye, hugged Kanye, said hellos, and turned back and walked away.
So late. Well, I'm letting them.
Oh my God. Guys, that was so petty. And once again, my curiosity was spiked up. It made me want to really know what exactly is the beef between those two ex-best friends. And of course, trust Annie to not be able to take it. Annie was already riled up, but then she was just trying so hard to control herself. During that confessional, she just felt like that was just dirty. That was just childish, of him. And still, with her confessionals, guys, from her countenance and all, you could still tell that she probably is still in the dark about whatever is going on, like that's causing the conflict between herself and Swanky Jerry. Now, when that shade happened, oh my God, the facial expression that Nadia carried, guys, I knew instantly that this one wants to know everything. Amebo, she wants to know everything.
Swanky, when you said pull up skirt.
And instantly, she was already asking questions. But then, thankfully, Kanye coded instantly that, okay, Nadia is going to stir up shit here. So instantly, she kind of pulled Nadia away and was telling her, girl, just like and swipe. Like and swipe. Like she was just literally cautioning Nadia, not to start up any drama because the tension was already high in the room. And you could tell that Nadia's disappointment was deep because babe wanted to get the tea by all means, even at the expense of the peace on that table, even though there was tension, of course. Now, even after Swanky had settled at the table, dude was still doing Pepe body up and down. He was still being overly dramatic. Like he was trying so hard to show to Annie that, girl, I don't give an actual F about you anymore. Now, such disrespect was just too much for Annie to handle. So she left the table and went to join Kanye and Nadia. Now, it was at that point that, what's his name now? Andel and Naked DJ walked into the room. Now, Andel goes on to say hello to everybody and then he goes ahead to hug Zari. Zari obviously had missed him. And so both of them, they held on to each other for a while. The hug was longer than usual and it was very obvious that they were holding each other so tightly and Diamond was not having it. Young man was looking like he wanted to draw blood at that instance.
I'm dealing holding Zari too tight for a while. Like, in front of me is disrespectful. They can do that, but in front of me.
Even during his confessionals, guys, he looked sick. See, in as much as it was hilarious, it was very, very disgusting. Because that same Diamond that was complaining during his confessionals about the hug that Andel was sharing with Zari was actually patiently waiting for Fantana. Yes, the superstar babe that Naked DJ had actually arranged for him all the way from Ghana. I'm like, when you talk about men as scum, that guy in my head was just a scumbag. As if to spite Annie, right, and really prove to her that their friendship was over, Swanky Jerry goes ahead to invite another good friend of his. Yes, that's Bonang. Now, if you think about it, guys, the other way around, you can tell that was just a way for the producers to, introduce another cast member to the group. Yes. So I just loved the way they made it so dramatic. Frankly speaking, I totally loved the way Bonang introduced herself during her confessionals. Because, guys, the first person that came to mind was Kanye.
I'm very selfish, very self-centered. Most people could call me very bossy, very mean, quite intimidating. Kind of the success that I've amassed comes with a little bit of discipline, so I'm kind of alpha female.
If you all cast your mind back to season 1, who was Kanye again? Kanye was more like the leader of the pack. She was more like everybody's mother, the queen mother, the one that was literally controlling the vibe, that was controlling the energy of the clique. Yes, and she loved her position. She loved being in charge. She loved being that what do they call it now? That string that tied everyone together. She loved being the perfect host. She loved being that epitome of consultation. Anything that wants to happen, she's the first person to know. She's the one that advises. She's the one that has the power energy, the alpha female, you know, to everybody there, all the alpha females and all the alpha males, right? So the moment Bonang stepped into that room, woof, it was as if a volcano erupted. Kanye's face was literally, okay, not even downcast. Her face dropped. And she was talking about, oh, people carrying masks on their faces much later. Guys, it's a lie. At that point in time, you could tell that her own mask of strength and security and power just literally dropped, boom, to the floor. It was like somebody came and snatched her candy or her, you know, queen mother wand from her. It was such an iconic moment. She was pissed. Now, she was ranting about how, oh, Swanky Jerry did not do well by inviting his friend's boyfriend's ex to the party. Now, she was referring to Nadia. If you all recall, Nadia and Bonang used to be friends. Bonang used to date AKA Nadia was dating at that time. Yes, so it just felt like that was such a huge petty setup by Swanky Jerry. So the goddess Kanye was highly disappointed in Swanky Jerry. She was not pleased at all. She was really disappointed. And much later, she started complaining about Bonang, that, oh, she and Bonang, they are not particularly friends. Yeah, that whatever, you know, warmness is between them is just for the industry, which is quite true, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, just to deviate for a second, if you look at most of these are celebrities in the industry, in the entertainment industry, they don't like each other. Yes, there's a competition that exists between and amongst them. So when you see them liking each other's posts on social media, when you see them hugging and greeting at public functions, it's just for the sake of the industry. The gossip that goes around and around, within and without their circles, guys, it is so dirty, it could literally become toxic to your health. I said that. Yes. Now, her reason for not really being so close to Bonang is because she does not really understand Bonang. She does not get Bonang. And also, according to her, if she does not get you, she tends to create a gap. Yes, because she does not really know you like that. Guys, when she was explaining that, the first and only thing that came to my mind was, Kanye, it won't kill you to just admit that in a way you're kind of intimidated by Bonang's energy, because Bonang said it during her confessional that she's very, very selfish. She loves herself so much. She's very, very stubborn. She is arrogant. She's this, she's everything that people who are alpha females or alpha males do not really like. Yes. So automatically you could tell that Kanye spotted her competition in Bonang. Yes. She recognized instantly that Bonang is also another powerful force, another strong alpha female that if care is not taken and if she's not, you know, very, very watchful, can just literally come and sweep her off her status as the alpha female or the general of the group. So guys, what I could recognize at that point in time in Kanye was fear. Capiche? Fear. Next scene was just very annoying for me. So Annie, who had left the moment Bonang walked in, Annie, Kanye, and Nadia, they had actually left, went out, kind of creating some sort of division, more division actually, in the clique, right? They returned. Annie was greeting Bonang, they hugged, and then she turned and saw that Swanky Jerry had actually taken her seat beside Naked DJ. Guys, there were other seats elsewhere. I mean, there was a lot of space. That was actually a mansion they were having the party. Guys, you won't believe that Annie decided to go and be dragging that particular spot with Swanky Jerry.
Yeah, and I turned, Swanky's on my seat. Swanky, that's my seat. Excuse me. I was sitting here. I was sitting here on my right. All of a sudden, he's deaf. He has no ears.
Swanky Jerry obviously ignored her. And I love the fact that he ignored her. Guess what? She sat down beside him.
Let me get my purse.
You can sit here, son.
Jokes.
And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell? See, frankly speaking, guys, that scene for me was just very, very annoying. And I felt like Annie acted exactly like Swanky Jerry, petty and childish. Yes. So in a way, I could not really blame her 100% because I just felt like, well, both of you match each other. You people are made in heaven. You people are made for life as best friends. Yes, Swanky was petty and childish, so Annie was only reciprocating the energy. But what would I have done if I were to be in her shoes? I would have looked for somewhere else, to sit. I would have been the bigger person. But I guess between those two people, there is no room for any of them being the bigger person. Hell no. There's only room for petty and childish comebacks and slapbacks. Yes. And another way I interpreted Annie's actions at that point in time was like she desperately wanted to get Swanky's attention. She wanted an altercation to happen so that she would attack him, or both of them would attack each other, and then he would end up spilling the reason for his beef with her. Yes, so that was probably our own way of getting him to talk, to notice her, to notice that she's upset with him. Guys, I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying here, but I just feel like, well, both of them, they are best friends. They know each other that well, so they will handle their business. Bonang, on the other hand, seems to be having a fun time at the whole toxic drama going on around her, because during her confessional, from what she was saying, it was very obvious that she could sense the tension around her. But for her, what was her business? She was just looking at everybody and she was having a great time. Yes, being the new queen bee of the group. And then finally, Annie left the party because according to her, she could not deal with Swanky Jerry's disrespect anymore. And I'm like, very good, Annie. You need to go home to your kids. You need to go home to your husband. You need to go and rest. The drama is too much for you. But guys, was it just me, or did I notice Annie's belly kind of protruding? It was kind of looking like Annie was pregnant. I don't know, but kind of looked. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Now, finally, Fantana arrived, or should I say Naked DJ ushered in Fantana into the circle. Now remember, Naked DJ had promised to bring a hottie to Diamond at the party, and Fantana was that babe that Diamond had been waiting for, whilst behaving like a jerk around Andel and Zari. Now Fantana introduced herself during her confessionals. Apparently that one tends to have a bit of ratchet in her. She's kind of hot-tempered. She loves good things of life. She loves to be babied. She loves the soft life. Yes, and she was ready to play ball. And guys, it seemed as though Naked DJ had already given her a heads up that, hey, I'm bringing you for this guy. He has money, so you just play your role and just enjoy the ride. Yeah. Now Diamond, on the other hand, had spotted Fantana, and this guy was losing his home training already. During and out of his confessionals, the things he was saying, guys, it got me more pissed and disgusted at him. Because I'm thinking, so there you are. You do not want your baby mama to have fun. You don't want your baby mama to have a life. But here you are, right in her presence, disrespecting her by ogling, by licking your lips, at the sight of another woman that isn't even as curvaceous as her. Nah, that guy was just really annoying. Just when I thought that this particular episode is going to go by without Naked DJ and K-Leg having their usual lovers tiff, oh my god, K-Leg decided to call Naked's attention to him trying so hard to act like a gentleman around Fantana. And guys, I loved the fact that she called him out, because that guy, oh my god, in as much as I love their relationship, that guy can be an asshole sometimes. Both of them are always arguing. arguing. And I was kind of surprised that things were kind of chilled between them. Not until that part. And I cannot wait to see more of their drama in episode 2. Now, talking about drama, Andele was feeling the tension so bad. And so just like Annie, he decided to take his leave. And as courtesy demands, he stood up, was saying his final goodbyes to everybody. But then when he got to Diamond, guys, even initially, the hug between both of them was really tense, right? So when he got to Diamond was throwing subtle shades by, fake complimenting him by, oh, I love your suit. I want to be like you when I grow up. Oh, you are a man, blah, blah, blah. And guys, Andele is such an intelligent man. There is no way he wouldn't have recognized those as a threat and not a compliment. And he wasn't finding it funny at all. So he left the gathering. Zari, on the other hand, was just quietly enjoying all the drama. Now, Fantana, of course, big mouth. Why is everybody leaving? Blah, 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 blah. Bonang too. Why is everybody leaving? Blah, 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 blah. So they were kind of pressing for Swanky Jerry to spill the beans, tell them what's going on between himself and Annie and why Annie would actually leave like that, right? They were also kind of pressing Diamond and Zari to talk about why Andele would leave. But then according to Swanky Jerry, Annie did something. She kind of betrayed him and he will not spill to anybody else in the group until he has a conversation with Annie. Now, ladies and gentlemen, even though Swanky Jerry had been acting all childish and petty all through this episode, I was kind of grateful that he did not throw Annie under the bus by spilling their personal matters to the other people in the group. I kind of admired the fact that at least he still regarded her as his friend, by keeping, their private things private. Yes, so I kind of liked it. And ladies and gentlemen, that was where this episode ended. I cannot wait to go ahead and watch episode 2. But in the meantime, I would love to hear your thoughts about this particular episode. What were your highlights? What do you think about the old cast members and the new cast members? Go ahead and share in the comment section below. What do you also think about Diamond? What do you think about his male chauvinistic attitude, guys? It was just so disgusting for me, but I would love to hear your thoughts about him. What do you think about Swanky Jerry's attitude towards Annie? What do you think about Annie constantly talking about her marital issues? What do you think about Kanye's intimidated reaction to Bonang's entrance? What do you think about Andele's feelings towards Zari? What do you think about all the drama? Just go ahead and share. And I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.